Hey guys, Chris with Fort Park Property Management and Real Estate here. What I'm going to speak to you about today is something very near and dear to my heart right now because we're dealing with a bit of a situation. It's all about insurance in stratas. So we get questions all the time on this. Who's responsible when there's a leak? Who's responsible when there's a flood? Everyone ends up pointing the fingers at everyone else. And it turns into a big mess between the property management company, sometimes is involved the strata management company. There can be tenants and owners that don't always live there, the insurance companies. So it can get really, really messy. So essentially, I'm going to break it down for you. The strata corporation is responsible for all common areas. So that would be things like walls and ceilings and hallways and things like that. The strata owner is responsible for the inside of the strata lot. So that would be their, appliances, flooring, and all that. Where it gets sticky though is when you have a flood, which is very common these days because there's so many stratas, so many apartment style stratas going up. You get a flood in one suite, it leaks down into a suite below, maybe 2 or 3 suites below. So essentially, you can use this rule of thumb. If the damage to the units collectively is more than the strata's deductible, so say the damage is like $10,000, strata deductible is only $5,000, usually the strata corporation will pay for that, and then the insurance company will then, or the strata corporation will then go after the individual of this owner of the suite, whoever caused that leak. So if there was somebody whose toilet flooded, they would then go after that owner who would hopefully have insurance. Their insurance would cover it, and as well as the subsequent damage to any other suites as well. Now it can get really sticky if owners don't have insurance, which sometimes happens. Sometimes tenants don't have insurance as well. So you have to, as an owner in a strata corporation, have insurance to cover anything. It's very cheap. You can get it for like $500 a year. Also deductible insurance, because if your strata corporation's deductible is, usually it's 5 or 10,000, but sometimes it can be 30,000. So make sure it covers that. Other things you can do to mitigate damage, obviously not having hot water tanks in units helps. Checking your hoses on your washer dryer if you have in suite. Those things get, especially the rubber ones, can get brittle and fail all the time. And just some common sense, like, if you see something leaking, take care of it right away. Don't let the bathtub overflow and things like this. We see it all the time. Hopefully this helps you a little bit. If you want some more details, please check out the article below. Thanks for tuning in.